Now it looks like it's time to harvest broccoli. This one obviously bolted. It got some flowers, broke up in little tiny pieces. So I'm not really going to worry about that. This is the one I want down here. It's good size, and it's got a tiny bit of yellow. So this is the one we want. And see these little side heads? If we're careful and we cut this, you're supposed to go 5 to 6 inches down. So I might have to take that one, because this is only a couple inches. That's only not even an inch, maybe. Yeah. So this side head I would normally leave, but it's too close, so I'm gonna have to cut it too. So let me get a knife. Oh, here's a weed, a grass weed. Those are going to seed. I don't want those. Here's my lettuce going to seed. But let's concentrate on the broccoli. Let me get a knife. What you want to do when cutting the broccoli is you do want to cut it about 5 inches below this. But that's not quite enough room there. I got the radish bolt in there. See, about 5 inches down. So I'm going to go right above this leaf. And they said don't saw, you want to do a clean cut. You don't want to damage the head so you can get more broccoli. So I got a nice sharp knife and I did a very clean cut. So that's really nice. And there we go. And these we can put in our salad, these little leaves that are around it. But this is just starting to turn yellow. And these are about the size of a pinhead. Let's see if there's any others we can harvest. Here's another head of broccoli that I would probably like to get a little bit bigger. It is about 4 inches across. And they say 4 to 7 inches is the size of the head when you want to harvest it. And these are the size of a pinhead. Now, the key to me harvesting this tonight is that yellow flower. And now they say you want to avoid cutting these other heads down here, this one and this one, so that they will grow. But they also say you're supposed to cut it about 5 inches down from the top here. And these are all too close. So I'm probably just going to cut the whole thing off down here, down at this point, and then just eat those little heads too. And now this one is already bolting. It's already going. It's got some flowers. So, and it's kind of a whole bunch of little heads, you know, little tiny pieces here. So I could let that one go to seed. And that's really it for the two biggest ones. I have some over here, smaller ones, and one out there I believe. But so far, it's been a really hot summer, and I've been picking the leaves, so I wonder if picking the leaves around the tops have affected the heads growing. But I've been eating the leaves because the leaves of the broccoli, these little tender ones, are supposed to have the most beta carotene in them of the plant, these little ones. And this is interesting, this tomato plant grew up on its own from down there. After the broccoli plant, they were already tall. This thing grew. I didn't plant it. It's a cherry tomato plant. No, it's grape. I just picked a couple tonight. This is grape tomatoes. They were planted a couple years ago. I flipped the ground about 18 inches down, maybe 12 inches down, and put in the seeds for broccoli, and this thing grew on its own. So that is it. Well, let's harvest this one. Now this one, I am going to cut it further down, so these other little heads won't have a chance to grow. Well, you know what? Let's try an experiment. It does say cut it way down, but let's do this. Let's cut it above these two. There's 3 of them. So I'm using a sharp knife, and you're really not supposed to saw. They want a clean cut. So you don't, ooh, oh, see? I just damaged this one. This one's ruined now. This one will grow, and this one will grow. This one I'm going to leave alone, but I did cut it with a knife, because I had ones on all sides. It was really hard. It is a clean cut, but I damaged this other head, so it probably will die. Oh well. That's it for now.